Kia ora te whānau. Welcome to this week's kōrero, Whakaronga Mai. This week we're taking a look at the Humble hiking poles. Now, one of the major benefits I've found of using hiking poles is that it eliminates blood build-up in the hands when we're going on long walks. Now, speaking of long walks on the mostly flat, I like to set my poles to about 115 centimetres. And when I'm adjusting my poles, I always like to keep the spare one looped into my wrist like this, so then I can adjust my pole and I'm not going to drop anything to the ground, and that's especially important when we're wearing a heavy pack. And when I'm walking mostly on steep uphills, I like to set my poles to about 110 centimetres. Ka pai. These poles make it a lot easier getting uphill whānau. Now you'll notice my stance there, it's almost like I was skiing up the hill. This makes it a lot easier on the legs, transfers some of the pressure out of the legs and into the hands. Ka pai. And if I'm going mostly downhill, I'll set these to about 120 centimetres. Now, an important safety note if we're going down steep hills is to make sure we've always got 2 points of contact. 1 foot and 1 pole is ideal to avoid slipping. Also whānau, take note of the staggered movement I was doing with my hiking poles. One after the other, that just gives some extra security when I'm coming down these steep hills. Hiking poles are also really good for gently clearing away brush that's in our way when we're walking through the bush, so we can see more clearly where we're going. And when I am in the bush, I like to set my poles to about 100 centimetres. Okay, whānau, now that we've reached our destination, here's a good tip for keeping our poles secure while we set up our camp. All you want to do is simply loop them together, rest them against a tree. Happy as Larry. And that brings us to the end of our kōrero for this week, whānau. Now I'm going to leave a list with a few more extra tips at the end of this video, and I'm going to leave some links down below that you can check out if you want to get more in depth. Ka kite.